a persecution of a political candidate. They see it as a continuation of the greatest witch hunt of all time. That's what it is. This is the greatest witch hunt. It started with Russia, Russia, Russia. Remember that? He was with 4 hookers. You think that was good that night to go up and tell my wife, it's not true, darling, I love you very much?
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and the Steele dossier was a controversial report written by intelligence agent Christopher Steele. It was a 35-page compilation of unverified raw intelligence on Donald Trump and his relationship with the Russian government. It highlighted abuses of authority and exposed Donald Trump's sexual perversions.
It's not true. Actually, that one she didn't believe because she said he's a germaphobe. He's not into that, you know?
The dossier contained allegations of misconduct between Trump and Putin. While some accusations have been proven to be credible, some still remain in question. Probably one of the most memorable allegations that remains unverified was Donald Trump being on the receiving end of a golden shower from Russian hookers.
He's not into golden showers, as they say they call that. He's not. I don't like that idea. No, I didn't. I thought that would be a big problem. I was going to have a rough night, but that one she was very good on. She said, no, you're okay on that one.
The nasty incident supposedly took place when Trump stayed in Russia for the Miss Universe pageant. Donald was in Russia to promote the contest and barge into the dressing rooms of contestants. While it hasn't been proven that Donald paid somebody to pee on him, if you listen to him talk about it in Iowa, it sure seemed like he was bragging. The crowd that he was presenting his nonsense to really didn't seem to be bothered at all by the P-tape talk that Donald brought up. In fact, most seemed amused. It makes you wonder how supposed Christian followers of Donald Trump are supposed to rationalize their orange Lord and Savior getting peed on by Russian hookers. When it comes down to it, integrity and good character should be traits that a candidate for office should strive for. When a person swears to uphold the Constitution, the oath should mean something. Donald Trump's obligation was apparently just lip service. He has trampled the Constitution and everything that it stands for. He wants to establish a dictatorship with him as the head of the snake. He launched a coup against democracy when he lost the election. Now he thinks he's a comedian and jokes about getting on. Is this what his brain-dead followers want to hear? Unfortunately, they come from miles around to worship him and in the process enable his narcissistic attacks on the same people that they hate. Donald Trump communicates to his base on a third-grade level. This is the type of fodder that drives them wild. Good old Christians who talk about family values and God, banning books and stripping away a woman's right to choose, and laughing at P-tape talk. These are the people that are giving Donald Trump a free pass on his behavior. It's okay for me, but not for thee is their favorite verse. The Republican Party has become a cesspool. They are not the party of family values, no matter how hard they try to pretend.
This is the final battle. With you at my side, we will demolish the deep state. We will expel the warmongers from our government. We will drive out the globalists. We will cast out the communists. We will throw off the sick political class that hates our country.
That was Trump speaking at one of his rallies in Michigan just a few weeks ago, basically giving us all a preview on what he intends to do should he get elected in the 2024 presidential election. Trump intends to bring independent agencies like the Federal Communications Commission, which makes and enforces rules for television and internet companies, and the Federal Trade Commission, which of course enforces various antitrust and other consumer protection rules against businesses, under direct presidential control.
This loyalty to party instead of facts is exactly what Donald Trump and the Republicans are after. Project 2025 is a plan to reshape the executive branch of government in case Donald Trump wins the presidential election. Stephen Miller, Trump's former White House advisor, is a key player in the planning of this restructuring. They aren't even trying to hide it anymore. They are proposing gutting the federal government's bureaucracy and replacing legislators with Trump loyalists. They want people in power who will be loyal to Donald Trump no matter what. They are openly recruiting fascists, Nazis, and racists that want to be a part of the whitewashing of America and install Donald Trump as a dictator. Donald has already threatened that he will come after everyone that has ever opposed him. Donald is a paranoid psychopath and is a danger to the entire world. Project 2025 is a brain fart of conservative think tank, the Heritage Foundation. The plan aims to reshape federal agencies and give more power to the president. This group has been working to put together a team of like-minded jackaloons to destroy democracy on day one. The Heritage Foundation has been recommending policy for decades. They are the money and influence behind agendas to put the 10 Commandments in public classrooms, and their plans for public education are downright scary. It's all about vengeance with Donald Trump. It's no surprise that Stephen Miller and the Heritage Foundation are involved in the planning of the destruction of our democracy. They are operating with the intent of replacing the Constitution with a Donald Trump manifesto. We don't need legislators enabling the Trump agenda. We need to send people to Washington, D.C. to represent the will of the people, not the special interest groups. And that is an absolute fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.